Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about the best Balisong clones on the market. Literally, like the top few clones I suggest getting. You know, my top, let's call it 5 Balisongs, for all clonage. You know, all clonage and cheap. I would say best affordable Balisongs, right? Because some people might call the Kraken affordable, and I would call those people a bit loony. You know, $250, $300 for an affordable knife is a bit nuts. So there'll be nothing more than £120, I don't believe, which, like, you know, basically $150 is the cap, right? That's the complete high end. We're going to be just talking about the best flippable Balisongs that are, you know, I would consider that reasonably affordable in the Balisong world. They are not the ultimate budget end of things. If you want something that's ultimately budget and a really good flipper, the Baliplus Kraken Live Blade, or the Arm Shark Kraken is that for you. But we're going to talk about my favourite flippers in this. It's been a really long intro. Really sorry. Let's get straight into it. So at the number 1 spot, honestly, I'm going to be putting this guy here, the Baliplus Tsunami V4. Now, I've heard that these are discontinued or something like this, and that is really, really tragic. I have a second one that I'm willing to sell. It is not tuned. You know, it's a bit wobbly, but it does come with very oversized bushings, and so you can easily get yourself a tune. But this is one that I spent a while taking apart, putting back together, tuning to I can get, you know, that kind of tolerance. And it's not perfect. Excuse me. But it is really, really good. Like, to the point where when it's closed and the screws are all tight, there's like a teeny bit of wiggle, a little bit more than my Serif. And for that being hand-tuned, and I've also swapped it onto stainless washers, as you can probably not see, but that's kind of the point, because the stainless washers are the same color as the Balisong. So yeah, and I have it in this polished, and I was originally tempted to anodize one of these guys, and then I got purple screws, and I was like, oh yeah, because I really like the blue screws, but the fact that they can also come with purple screws, I was like, yes please. When I saw a video of it before it came out, I was like, yeah, okay, already I'm getting the purple screws with the sandblast, but I also got myself a polished version. And I was like, hail yeah. This is definitely the Balisong I flip the most at the moment. And I definitely think it deserves this top spot. It has something for everyone in terms of, okay, I will say the one caveat. It's not the most beginner-friendly knife. However, you can make it more beginner-friendly by adding in the weights in the bottom, right? You have at least something that everyone is able to enjoy in this Balisong, you know, and even beginners will say, oh my goodness, this feels really good. This ideally requires a tune when you purchase it. The tolerances will not be horrendous. You might get some tap. Unlikely, you shouldn't get tap, but you may. And you'll get some play. And to be fair, it will still be perfectly fine. In fact, I can show you my untuned one here. Like, okay, because I took it apart at one point, you know, it has a little bit of tap on one handle, but don't let that make you think that it's not bouncy, right? So that's not even oiled, really. But yeah, this guy is like borderline mint condition, and it's just because I don't need 2. I have my 1. He looks really good. Yeah, this guy. So yeah, flips really good as well. But yeah, this guy is one of these Balisongs I've just been absolutely loving. I love the sound. I love the way it feels in the hand. I wish I had slightly better Zen pins. So I do know that the pins in the bottom do fit as Zen pins, so perhaps if I buy new screws, I'll play around with it to see. Because, for example, this one has less tactile of a close, but has like the nuttiest open bounce, which I like. But on this one, I purposely decided that I would take the more nutty close, you know, and, you know, the slightly better ricocheting. That's something I do much more often than the super nutty bounce. Don't get me wrong, it sounds nutty, but it doesn't feel as like in your hand as the other one does, which I like that feeling. So, you know, it's something I wouldn't mind, but it seems like so far I've had only the choice of one or the other. And to be fair, it's usually that way, just because of the inconsistencies in materials. They're like just, even on the serif, right, I've got a crazy bounce like that, but the closing isn't. You know, I've got better closing Balisongs, let's just say. I would say the one exception might be the Prisma, but that's also channel, so that's a slightly different kind of thing. Anyways, so this Baliplus Tsunami V4 is definitely at the top of my list. In second place, we're going to put a trainer, which would be the Arm Shark Tsunami, which I don't have in its trainer configuration, but I would definitely say that's also up there for a top Balisong trainer. If you're wondering why I didn't talk about the Baliplus one, it's because despite it being still available, the Arm Shark is just better. I imagine the balance on the Baliplus will probably be a bit better, but the Arm Shark one will actually be a superior flipping Balisong when it comes to the whole package. It's a wee bit more expensive, but you get better tools, better hardware. I think you get titanium screws now, and they both have the jeweling as well, so there's no reason really to get the Baliplus one unless you're like short of $5-10 or whatever it is. However, I will say that this guy here does deserve a top spot somewhere, because this is a really good Balisong with a gentle tune-up. You know, nothing crazy, but you know, no longer tapping with little play. The Baliplus Orca JK, you know, JK Orca clone V2 is a phenomenally flipping Balisong. I feel like a lot of people will really enjoy this. And this thing is like disgustingly sharp. Like I've been using this to cut my wrapping paper for my Christmas presents this year. Like this, I just like touch it and it goes right, because I'm too lazy to use scissors. And it just does a clean straight line, do you know what I mean? So yeah, honestly, this is one that I've been thoroughly surprised with. The more I flip it, I kind of realize, okay, it is quite a good Balisong. This does have a bit of a sour taste in my mouth just because it's not what I ordered, but you know, if you watch my unboxing video, you'll see me rant about that. But otherwise, this is up there on the list. So that's so far 3 Balisongs. I don't know if I would say that that's third place, but it's definitely, you know, a top 5 contender. I would then also say the WZM Cygnus. That is one I do not have to show you guys today, but goodness me, that thing is insane. That genuinely punches well above its weight. It almost flips exactly like a real Cygnus. And I imagine if the aluminium Cygnus is anything like the real one, it'll flip like the WZM. Which is kind of crazy, because it sounds similar to a Cygnus, it flips similar to a Cygnus, it feels almost the same. It's a little less grippy, basically. It's a little less grippy, a little lighter, and a little less handle biased. That's the only differences. Otherwise, but the type of feeling is the same, right? So imagine just the Cygnus without end weights and a bit more of a diet, and it's gotten a bit slipperier. You know, the G10 isn't as grippy, although the G10 is very needed, and the aluminium, of course, is less grippy, right? And it's a false edge, so you're not going to cut yourself. But you also have a trainer option, right? That's definitely a top 5 Balisong clone at the moment. And then, in the kind of final spot we have, right, we've mentioned 4 Balisongs now. I would like to say they're the one Tsunami, but realistically, not many people are going to be going out buying that anymore. Even though that is a really good flipper, and I think it's actually one of the better flippers out of the one's products. But other than that, I really don't know what deserves this top spot. So how about you guys tell me in the comments, what are your top 5 Balisong clones? Or top 5 affordable Balisongs. I mean, maybe I'd throw the Orion in there, because the Orion is an original design Balisong that is really good. It punches well above its weight, and it's relatively affordable. You know, it's on that much better than sub £50, but not... You know, it's not like Prisma level. You know, but then again, Prisma is Bowen and Enigma. I don't think they make them anymore, which is really sad. Anyways, maybe they do make them. I don't know. I've not been keeping up with Machine Wise's lineup. It's been a bit confusing as of late with them making a ton of Sonoras. However, yeah, generally, I would say the Baliplus Tsunami, the Baliplus Orca, the Armed Shark Tsunami, and really any Armed Shark Balisong in general. I think they're all just really good. Even the Baliplus Kraken to a certain point. I would say the Replicant, but that needs a lot of tuning. So yeah, this guy, WZM Cygnus, the Armed Shark Tsunami, and to a certain extent, this guy. Probably top 4 at the moment. Maybe a 5th would be... I I don't know, 'cause there are some Balisongs I really enjoy, but they're not like this kind of level. Like, this is punching well above its weight. Like, this is punching triple, if not quadruple, its value, right? With, okay, with tweaks, right? With a tune and stainless washers. On phosphor bronze, if you convert this to phosphor bronze from the standard brass washers, just to show you, these are the standard brass washers that Baliplus uses. A regular phosphor bronze washer will look like, do I even have an example? Here's my arm shark. This is on phosphor bronze. You can see there like a medium brown and not so much a gold. And then, you know, steel is probably my favorite. But steel or phosphor bronze washers on the Baliplus Tsunami will make it flip, obviously, significantly better. Then I'm really not sure what that fifth spot could be. I'm going to say, like, a Kraken of some sort? No, because the Krakens, they could be better, do you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, they're, like, almost like the real deal. But I feel like they're just not my favourite flippers. Whereas I've not tried the other options. I really, really like the one Alpha Beast Sandwich 3.0. I'm tempted to get myself the Kukri Chab, because it's, like, a good looking balisong. It could be hefty, but it could be really good. I love a tang pin balisong, so yeah, there is that. But yeah, basically that's my top 4 at the moment. You know, 1, 2, 3, and WZM Cygnus. If you need something to buy for Christmas for the local flipper to you, you know, those things are always available. I'll even have links to them in the description below in the pinned comment. And so yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next time. Peace.